And now we call someone who heads the full university and has been doing for a long time across several universities, Dr. Vikas Singh, the Vice-Chancellor of ITM University, Raipur, to focus on how you can really understand the future needs of industry and society and accordingly orient today's human channel, human capital for tomorrow's needs. Over to you, Dr. Vikas Singh.
Thank you, Ujjwal. Always a pleasure to be sharing, platform with you, panel with you. And I think it's second time that I'm getting privileged to share panel with Dr. Swati also. Pleasure meeting you, ma'am, once again. Ujjwal, the topic is, thanks to ASMA, that the topic is very, very, I would say, pertinent nowadays. And why I'm saying this, because, the change is happening so fast, and especially during last 2.5 years, the change has been so progressive that even we all, couldn't predict what is going to happen. And even if I ask, maybe that what is going to happen 6 months down the line, we all are, in quite some dark right now. So how to, address this issue? We had a good meetings, at our place in our university. All the senior, heads, directors, we all sat together, especially during, the last board of studies meeting, because we were all expecting that, we need to gear up, we need to pull our socks, we need to redesign ourselves if we want our students to remain relevant. And, I'll be sharing, because you have given me 5 minutes time, to let me share what we have understood and how we are trying to address this issue. The first thing that we all, gathered on or all focused on was that maybe, team working is very essential for these kids. But in the coming times, maybe, what Swati mentioned, about this side hustle, it will be very essential that these kids can perform on their own as well. They can look at the problem and they can try to design a solution to that problem. So what we have done, we have made design thinking a compulsory course in all the programs, whether you join a School of Life Sciences, you join School of Commerce and Management and Research, you join School of Law, you join any program, any school at my place, design thinking is going to be one compulsory course, which is going to train you how to look at problem and how to figure out certain unique solution. So this is first, we incorporate the change. The second change, again, some of you might absolutely disagree with me, but the second change was we also made artificial intelligence as a compulsory capsule course across all the programs, all the schools. Because what we believe, today you write a mail, we all are witnessing it, the Google suggests us what to write next. Artificial intelligence, the way it is penetrating all the verticals, all the businesses, I personally believe, and all my heads were of the same opinion, that artificial intelligence we cannot dare to avoid. And it means every student of every program, every school will be doing a compulsory, and thanks to the new education policy, thanks to this, choice-based credit system, we have this opportunity now. So we have maintained that this is going to be a compulsory program, compulsory course. Third change, which we brought in, was compulsory peer group activities. Because it is very difficult to perform or to bring results if you are not a good team player, if you do not have a solid EQ. IQ is important, but I think EQ and social quotient is more important than IQ in the years to come. So these three activities we made compulsory across all the courses, and I'm very happy to share with you that in all the board of studies, the experts from industry, the experts from other institutions, they were very happy to see the initiative of our university. Another important point, I would like to share what Ujjwal you mentioned, about the lifelong learning. Just 2 days back, I was watching that India-Africa match. Unfortunately, we lost that match, but I was very pleasantly surprised. After every completion of every over, there was at least one advertisement either from Byju's or from Unacademy, or from some other platform which is for lifelong learning. I am very confident that India has learned its lesson very, very timely, very, very quickly. Like all the, we do not find that sabun tel ad anymore. We are finding the ads of Baizus and all those ads, coming after every over, which shows that we all have appreciated and learned the lesson that lifelong learning is here to stay. Now, what we have done here in that direction is that we have, understanding that human capital is not only limited to the students at my place, and taking a broad view of, also covering faculty members and staff members here. We have started 2-3 practices. Every good university, worth its salt, is having programs to develop their faculty members and staff members. So what steps we are taking at my place, I'll be sharing that quickly with you in 1 minute. Like we have a colloquium practice. Every week on Saturday, there is a faculty colloquium, which is compulsory for all the faculty members to attend. It can be physical, it can be online, depending on the situation. But a faculty from a school is giving some interesting discussion, and all the faculty of all the other schools are having some, understanding of that particular topic. So a faculty of law is understanding about architecture, a faculty of management understanding about hotel management, or maybe the kitchen, all those things. This colloquium actually has helped our faculty members to grow their understanding, acquaintance with areas outside their main domain. For students, what we are doing, we are having, for staff members, what we are doing, we have started a program by the name Pillar. And this Pillar is basically a series of SDPs that every week we are going to have 2-hour session on staff development. So first half, faculty colloquium, second half, staff development Pillar. And there is another unique thing, again, all universities must be having, for any person completing PhD while being an employee at my university, there is a cash reward of 50,000 rupees. Now, I'm not saying the amount is very huge, but 50,000 rupees, irrespective whether you are doing from my university, irrespective whether you have started in your earlier job, irrespective that you are doing from some other university, if you complete PhD while you are my faculty or my staff, you are going to get a cash reward of 50,000 rupees as the recognition of your lifelong learning that you are developing yourself. So there are several other initiatives which we are taking here. Maybe I'll come to that as well in the next round when you give me the chance.
Very well said, sir.